Hi everyone, this is Matthew Kaufman with TechUrchin.com, and this is the 9th tutorial in HTML. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to put images on a web page. In the last tutorials, we've been working through hyperlinks, and this tutorial is going to switch gears a little bit and start aiming towards something a little different. Alright, now just to start off, let's go ahead and set up our HTML page as we've been doing in the past tutorials. We're going to put a head with a title. Tutorial 9. And a body. We are going to work within the body again. We're going to add an image within our body, which we have not done before. To add an image, we're just going to use the tag img. This is going to be a pretty simple tutorial, but I want to go over some of the details as to why I'm doing what I'm doing and how you can use that on your website. So we're using img, and then what we're doing is we're going to source an image from a particular area. So it's src, and then in quotes you're going to put where you're sourcing your image. What I'm going to do, for example, is reference this file right here, which is image.jpg. Now, this is automatically going to pull from the desktop, so I don't have to type in a nice long reference here. So it's just going to say image.jpg. If I hop on over to the window, give it a load, and here's our image. And as you can tell, it is huge. So if we want to downsize an image and make it a reasonable size or a particular size, we can change the aspect ratio by using either pixel length and width or height and width, or using a percentage height and width. And I'll show you how to do that. We use height equals, put your quotes, and we'll go ahead and put in our width as well. Now, what we want to put in these quotes is either a pixel value or a percentage value. So let's go ahead and try the pixel value. Let's say we want a 500 pixel height and a 600 pixel width. Go ahead and save that, hop on over, give it a reload, and there we see that we have downsized it 500 in height and 600 in width. As you can tell, that's not exactly the correct aspect ratio, so you can play around with that until you get it right, and maybe you can get it right, maybe you can't. But what you can do instead of doing pixels is do percentages. So let's say we want to downsize it to 50% and 50%. Give that a save. Let's hop on over, reload. And there's downsized 50% in height and 50% width. So that's two different ways in which you can downsize your image. It's extremely useful. But one other thing that we can do to make sure that we format our image according to how we need it on the site. Let's say that you have either you're putting a picture as a title image, or if you're putting the image as in the middle of a blog post and you want it centered or you want it aligned particularly, you can center the image. And that's extremely useful if you are writing a blog post and you want a particular format, or if you're writing an article or what have you. And there, we can center that image on the page. Now, one important thing to note is with this source, we don't necessarily have to source something on our computer, because if we're doing a website, we want to source something that's on the server or on the website itself according to a particular URL. So we can reference URLs within this source section of the code. So let's say that on TechUrchin, my image is image.jpg on TechUrchin. It would simply be http:// techurchin.com/image.jpg. If that's the URL, then it will pick up that image. I do not think that I have an image like that, so if you're trying to save that and reload it and it doesn't pull up anything, well then it's because I don't have an image there. But you can reference any image on any website that with that method. All right, and that's all I have for you with adding images to HTML, and we'll continue on with that in the next tutorials.